I just got rocked with a huge snow bomb. Ugh. I might bail, guys. I might bail. We'll see. That I have light to collect some wood. Tying some knots. Well, on my way to a survival challenge, a winter survival challenge, and here we go. We're stuck in it. It's a parking lot out here, folks. It's just about 1 o'clock now. I've got like 2 hours of driving left, but in these conditions, probably 4 hours of driving left. So I'll be lucky if I get to the site before dark, or even get there at all. This is insane. We're up in the mountains, the mountain pass. Got to get through this part to get to the place that I camp at, so we will see. This might turn into a vlog, a car vlog. And we're away. We are moving. Finally, it's 2:30. An hour and a bit. An hour and 45 minutes, maybe, of actual sunlight, well, daylight, before it starts getting dark, and I probably won't get there until then. Looks like we're setting up in the dark. No! Another stoppage. Oh no. This might have to be a car camping episode. We're up against it, aren't we? We got this big bus sideways blocking both lanes. I'm gonna get out and check the chains, make sure they're still seated nicely. Because if they're not, they might rip a wheel off. We don't want that. Well, we're on the move again. Good thing this truck's in front of me, because man, it really is a whiteout. You can barely see the road. Just barely make out the tire tracks. This little car is doing pretty well in the snow there, guys. Honda Fit. Looks like we're gonna step off in the dark. First time for everything. It's gonna be great though. Oh man, it's a parking lot out there. Parking lot. It's getting dark now, so it's easier to see the road with the headlights. We're still probably an hour and a half away right now. Maybe more, maybe 2 hours. With the speed that we're going. Usually this drive is 2 hours 45 minutes when the roads are clear. It's been almost 5 hours. We'll get there. We'll get there. We're driving into the night, aren't we, folks? It's for just about 4:30 now, so time it gets dark. It's the winter solstice, shortest daylight of time of the year, shortest day of the year, I should say. We're almost there. We're almost there. Oh, it's a storm out there, to be sure. I helped somebody get out of a snowbank on the way, so that's going to take some more time off. But all good, all good. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to get to the spot. I could hike it, but that's a long hike. Alright, I'm going to sit here, figure out what to do. This might end up being a car camping video. Unfortunately. But yeah, let me get back to you. Not sure if you can see me, but so I've decided just to hike in a little bit. This snow is quite deep. It's so fluffy and light that my snowshoes are doing next to nothing. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so here's the plan. I'm gonna hike in a couple kilometers max. It's past 6 p.m. now. And we're gonna see if we can find a nice place to set up a camp. We're gonna take our time here so I don't work up too big of a sweat. And we're not gonna go too far from the car because these are pretty insane conditions. Supposed to get another 20 centimeters of snow. There we go. Another 20 centimeters of snow. And then it clears up and gets a bit cooler than it already is. Supposed to get down to -10 tonight. We're gonna give it a shot anyway. This is not what I expected. Usually this road would be clear for 5 kilometers and then I could drive very close to the step-off point. Instead now I'm gonna camp along this road, I think. Okay, I'm gonna get to it. Okay, so I found the spot. Really what I'm looking for here is not a whole lot of tree boughs above me, so I don't get huge snow bombs. Snow is pretty light, so it wouldn't be that much of a problem. No deadfall or dead standing widowmakers, as they say, are near me as well that I can see. A few small ones that I'll use for firewood. But yeah, I'm gonna get the shelter set up so I can get everything out of the snow, and then I'll check back with you. All right, tarp is set up, fairly rough but serviceable. And now I can work without getting snowed on. Really just working on a platform for my bedding. Because you need a flat spot to sleep. At least I do. There we go. Or else I don't sleep too well. Now, this is another survival exercise. So I'm probably not going to sleep all that much anyway. I've got about 2.5, 3 feet of snow until I get to the bottom. As soon as I get a good idea of where I want to lay down, at least a nice body size flat spot, I'm going to go start collecting firewood. A lot of firewood. And once I get a fire going, I'll start opening up my gear and show you what I got for my night out here. Perfect spot to find kindling. These little sticks are great. Okay. Well, sorry if you can't really see my face, but I've got my fire prep ready here. A lighter, birch bark. Not exactly bushcrafty, but just for maybe those of you who are new to the channel, birch bark, and didn't know this, birch bark is an incredible fire starter. Even if you have just a flint striker, it'll work. And I did want to show you that, but I gotta get dry here. Even when it's wet, it still burns pretty well. Snow's died down just a little bit. It was really coming down earlier. Forecast was for I think 12 centimeters last hour. That's 6-7 inches. Slowly but surely, here we go. I don't have near enough firewood right now. but there is tons around me. Tons. As you can see, I've dug down to the ground. So important when you're winter camping. If you can, dig down to the ground, or else it will just melt the snow under it and be either really hard to get going, or it might even put itself out. Very wet. Well, not terribly wet, but there we go. My concern about big snow bombs coming down, crashing on top of the tarp, has just been tested. Right before I pressed record, a huge bomb of snow came down. Very light snow, but a lot of it. And it gave me a fright. The tarp held up really well, though. Alright, I'm going to work at this for a bit longer here. It's caught, it's just taking a while to really get going. Alright, here's the deal, folks. There is so much snow on these trees, and the wind is picking up just a tad. And I'm surrounded by these big trees that I'm just getting peppered right now. My fire almost got blasted out by a huge snow bomb, and it just spread so much debris, snow debris, onto the fire and then inside my shelter that it's making things challenging. I'm getting smoked out right now. This is not fun at all. I know this is a survival exercise, but man, oh man. You gotta at least have a nice fire where you can see I'm just getting sprayed. And I could fix my tarp in a way that blocks everything, but then I can't have a fire, you know, right next to me, and I don't want to survive like that. I don't want to camp like that. So we're gonna play it by ear. It's still pretty early, not far from the car. If I need to bail, I'll bail. For now, I'm just gonna work on this fire a bit, see if I can get it so it's not smoky. See how this wind turns out. If it gets really windy, I'm gonna bail. Probably. Most likely. Because I don't want to be out in the wind. We're up in the mountains, so forecast was for a slight breeze, but oh man, I just got rocked with a huge snow bomb. Let's see the fire. all the wood. It's got snow all over it. And it just came inside and enveloped me inside the shelter. Man, oh man. Alright folks, well, just as I got the fire going again, as you can see, another big snow bomb. Oh man. This is not a situation where I could necessarily get the shelter situated in a way that will better suit me. I mean, there is a way. I just do not have the will or the desire to set it up in that way and not be able to have a fire next to me as I sleep. I'm just not willing to do that. So I might bail, guys. I might bail. We'll see. The fire's going well now, though. Ah, smoke. Well, you can't win them all, Nige. You can't win them all. Yeah, fire's going out again. Well, finally, I'm able to sit next to the fire without getting just enveloped in smoke. Like I said, I fully intended for this to be a survival exercise. I came out here with no food, no water, very little equipment. For my equipment, I brought, you've seen the lantern already. Main reason for that is it certainly helps with the video making, gives a lot more lighting, and it's just an extra heat source slash light source just to make camp feel a bit more homey. It's becoming a staple in my outings. What else? I brought this Thermarest sleeping pad. I've brought a sleeping bag, 2 tarps, a pot, what else? Obviously my clothing, and implements for fire making. A lighter, you've seen that already, and birch bark. And that's about it. Obviously my snowshoes too. Now, I know these things are challenging. I fully intended to have a challenge. The snow has died down, but the wind seems to be picking up intermittently. So right now I'm gonna boil some water, maybe make some evergreen needle tea, and hopefully that raises my spirits a bit here. I could definitely spend all night here for sure, and probably be pretty warm, but sometimes, you know, plans just don't go the way that you intended. Oh man, and I'm getting some serious drippage from condensation. Another thing that's dampening my spirits, guys, is that I know just how much firewood I'm going to need to get through the night, even with a sleeping bag. I mean, I can get through the night with the sleeping bag alone, but there's just nothing like sleeping next to a roaring fire. Without that, I'm not really willing to put up with the wind and the snow. Oh, and here we go. Getting smoked out again. I'm getting a headache from all this. It sure is beautiful out here, though. Had a good 1.5 to 2 feet of snow since I've been to this spot. Well, since I've been to this area. Just a little bit before the hike, it was coming down real hard. Oh, here comes the snow again. Yeah. This is pretty intense. Yeah, I think just the whole coming in at night, not being able to get myself situated, really, it does play on just how confident you are out here. It is kind of spooky hiking in alone on an old logging trail in the middle of the darkness. I had to dig a trench to, I had to dig out the side of the road so that I could park my car to make sure it's out of the way of the snow plows. I've got this support stick here just because there's so much snow on the tarp right now. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but yeah, the breeze is starting to pick up. I do have reception if I go over yonder, so I think what I'll do is check the forecast once again to see if see what kind of wind we're going to get tonight, and if the wind picks up or is supposed to pick up, I'm probably going to head out, go back to the car, maybe sleep in the car, maybe head out and start driving home, depending on how the road conditions are. But I just plans change, you know. Sometimes you get out here and you're like, nah, I'm good. And that's the key. Whenever you're trying something that's going to test your confidence, your skills, it's probably best to do it safely, at least at first. Don't do it too far from your car. Make sure you bring more than you need, or you think you need. I mean, I was going to try and not use my sleeping bag tonight, but with this deep snow, first of all, I was not able to get to the site that I was planning to get to. So, right away, I was dealing with new terrain. At the site that I was going to go to, it's the same area that the last video with Henry. So, that place has rocks. Easily accessible rocks, which are fantastic for spending a night without a sleeping bag in a survival exercise. The hot rock method is so good. So I had that going against me already. I was like, just a lot of things. Coming in at night, coming to a new location, not having the greatest tarp set up, and not having the will or desire to fix it. I do love it out here, though. I do love it. Winter camping is so peaceful. All right. I'm going to drink this thing down, this hot water down, reassess, and I'll check back with you with my decision. It's about 50-50 right now. 50-50. Got my tea here, or my hot water. Let's get this fire stoked up a bit here. Can't make a night-changing executive decision without a hot fire rolling. Whoops. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Alright, so here, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. I'm going to pack up. I'm going to admit a momentary defeat here. I'm going to pack up, head back to the car. Check the forecast. The wind is supposed to pick up tonight. And not just pick up, it's supposed to gust pretty hard. 20 to 30 miles per hour, that's pretty, that's enough. That's enough. With all this snow, it wouldn't be so bad if, like the last time, where there wasn't much snow on the trees. But I was trying to get it on camera when it kept happening, because there would be a snow bomb fall, or I don't know what you call them, snowballs. I don't know what you call them, snow bombs. A bunch of snow coming off the boughs from these big trees. It was like 10-20 meters away, and then slowly all that snow dust just rushed into the shelter like a wave. And then I had some right here, and that was just like a meter away, right on top of the fire. And I don't want that happening throughout the entire night. I'm just going to get caked. I was thinking about maybe bringing Henry to this one. Oh. Yeah, this is snow. And thank God that I didn't, because first of all, that car ride would have been miserable for him. And secondly, this isn't great either. Fire is just starting to get nice though. No longer so smoky. Oh, that's nice. Hot water, man. Warms you up from the inside out. I do have lots more, hopefully coming soon. I just gotta time it a bit better. Snowstorms are tricky. They're so great if you can get out there and be comfortable, set things up well. But in my case, roads are closed. Trails are bogged down. And on the winter solstice, night comes quick. I can't tell if it's snowing or if it's just coming off the trees. Oh, it's nice. Well, say goodbye to a faithful but smoky fire. Ugh. All right, I'm basically packed up, ready to go now. Let's go back to the car. Let's go back. Enough of this beautiful wintry night. Oh, just stunning. Oh. Man, the tracks are covered quite a bit. Quite a bit. Oh, here's the road. Man, this snow is just not stopping. It's supposed to be done by now. Ugh. I haven't eaten since this morning. Oh. Oh, look at that. Whew, back to the car. Sure is spooky. Like I said before, walking in deep snow like this alone. I'm only, well, less than a kilometer from my car. But the snow really filled in these footprints. Here comes the wind. Yeah. This was probably a smart call. Maybe not in terms of safety, really, but just in terms of comfort and not comfort, just in terms of, for the sake of morale. Just as I was packing up, once again, I missed the opportunity to film it, but just as I took the tarp down, giant snow bomb from a tree directly onto the fire. Man, the snow here is almost knee deep. Now back to my trail. Look at the trail I was trying to make with my car, trying to get in here. Look at that. There's my car. There we go. Well, it looks like I made a good call there because the wind has really picked up out there. Snow stopped, but man, I almost would rather snow than wind. So it looks like I'm just gonna sleep in the car for tonight. I tried to get out of this back road here, but the snow is just a bit too high for this Honda Fit. I've got chains on. I could dig myself out. This road isn't that long, and it's just a quick little turnpike onto the main freeway that is no doubt snow plowed. The snowplow came in here just a little bit before I got here, so they do plow this road, but I'm likely waiting until the morning. It's just after 12 now. No food still. I didn't have any food in the car, so this could turn into a Survivor Man Norway situation. I'm going to turn the engine off soon and conserve gasoline. I'm still pretty far from the nearest gas station, so I do got to conserve. Can't have this engine running for much longer. Got my sleeping bag out. I'll put that on and hopefully be able to sleep. Oh, that hike took a lot out of me. Good morning. Good morning. It's just past 8 now. No plow has come yet. Wind is still gusting. Man, I'm so glad I didn't spend the remainder of the night back at camp there, because the wind was just going last night. Not sure what I'll do if the plow doesn't come soon. Like I said, I'm not far from the turnoff back onto the highway, so I could potentially try and dig myself out. That'd be a lot of work. I'm not sure what I'll do. Might get the snowshoes on and start stamping a path. See if that helps. It's not so much the I mean, I'm stuck, but probably not what you think I'm stuck for. The reason why I'm stuck is not that my car can't get enough grip per se. It's that the snow is so high and the level of my car is so low that there's just so much friction of it trying to push through the snow. The front end of the car is acting like a plow, and the bottom is just scraping the snow, causing a lot of friction, so the car is not able to get very far. The chains on the tires work great though, but it's just too deep. I'm gonna wait probably until maybe another hour or so before I get out and start working on my own way of getting out of here. Slept pretty well, considering I'm in the front seat of a car. It's cozy in here. Okay, so I just did a bit of a scout. Walked a couple hundred meters, and the entrance road to this turnoff, I guess you could say, is plowed, but there's just no way I'm getting my car from here to there. Snow's way too deep. I think next I'm gonna hike up forward and around and see how that road is leading up to the highway. And if it's doable, I'm gonna get my snowshoes out and start stamping the snow so it doesn't bottom out on the way. See if I can't rescue myself out of here. I'm sure a plow is coming. It's just getting antsy. Don't really want to wait for it. But I don't know that I have enough energy to do what's required to get myself out. Now the highway, as you can see in here, is right behind me. So I'm not in any trouble. Just a minor inconvenience. Oh, mouth is frozen. So I'm pretty confident that this afternoon, a plow will come. This is a pretty popular or well-traveled exit route. So we'll see. I'm going to, in a minute, I'm going to see if my little path idea works. And if not, then I'll just wait for the plow. If it does, then maybe I'll do that whole thing all the way out of here. It's not very far, like I said. Well, I've been trying to get out of this snowdrift for a while now, and I'm really happy because the plow has come. Well guys, there you have it. A survival simulation, partially in the woods, mostly in a car. And once again, the simulation turned into real life for a few hours, you know, just a few hours. All right guys, I got much more coming. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down. And don't be shy. If you want to see more from me and Henry, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.